The Skull and Bones Society. Written and published by Lord Cabura's Magic Haven. Introduction. The Skull and Bones Society, founded in 1832, is one of the oldest and most secretive collegiate societies in the United States. With its iconic skull and crossbones emblem, this elite organization has captivated public imagination and inspired countless conspiracy theories over the years. Membership is said to be limited to a select few, chosen during their senior year, creating an aura of exclusivity that lingers to this day. The society's rituals and ceremonies are cloaked in secrecy, making it a fertile ground for speculation. Many members have gone on to hold influential positions in politics, business, and media, leading to discussions about its far-reaching impacts on American governance and society. The allure of power and prestige that surrounds Skull and Bones makes it a topic of intrigue, leading historians and curious minds alike to delve into its enigmatic practices and its hold on American culture. The society's importance stretches far beyond the walls of Yale. Its alumni include some of the most powerful figures in American history, shaping the political landscape and influencing key decisions that have steered the nation. Presidents, senators, and captains of industry have emerged from this organization, creating a web of connections that extends throughout the highest echelons of American society. George H. W. Bush, for example, a member of the Skull and Bones class of 1948. His connection to the society provided him with a network that proved invaluable during his political career, ultimately leading to his presidency. The society is not merely a fraternity but a nexus of influence, where members cultivate relationships that last a lifetime. This enduring legacy raises critical questions about transparency and accountability in leadership roles. Furthermore, the Skull and Bones Society's esoteric symbols and rituals have permeated popular culture, appearing in movies, books, and documentaries. This representation often emphasizes the themes of power and secrecy, captivating audiences and fueling public curiosity. The cultural significance of the society cannot be underestimated, as it has become a lens through which we examine issues of privilege, influence, and the often unseen forces that shape our world. This book aims to peel back the layers of secrecy surrounding the secret society, offering readers a glimpse into its inner workings, rituals, and the notable figures who have been part of its fabric. You will encounter captivating stories of real individuals who have been inducted into this exclusive club and the journeys they embarked upon, both within and beyond its walls. Through engaging narratives and historical accounts, readers will uncover the rituals that define the society, the power dynamics at play, and the lasting impact of its members on American history. We'll explore the values espoused by the society and how they translate into real-world applications, including the ethical dilemmas they pose. Join me on this captivating journey into a world of power, secrecy, and influence that has shaped the American landscape in ways we are only beginning to understand. In the early 19th century, the landscape of higher education in America was evolving, and Yale University emerged as a pillar of intellectual rigor and social elite. Amid this dynamic environment, the Skull and Bones Society was established in 1832 by a group of Yale students seeking to create a space that transcended the rigid confines of existing fraternities. This new society, characterized by its secretive nature and exclusive membership, was created to foster strong bonds among its members while promoting leadership and influence. The society was officially founded in a single room known as the Tomb, which still stands on the Yale campus. This building became a central location for meetings, rituals, and discussions, establishing an atmosphere of brotherhood and shared purpose. The founding members envisioned a group that would not only provide social support but also cultivate a network that could leverage connections to achieve power and prestige in broader society. Among the original founders were William Huntington Russell and Alphonso Taft, both of whom would go on to wield considerable influence. Russell, who played a crucial role in shaping the society's identity, was driven by a desire to create an elite circle that would be able to mold future leaders. Taft, later a prominent figure in politics, exemplified the ambition that characterized the society's early members. The motivations behind the establishment of Skull and Bones were multifaceted. Primarily, the founders aimed to create a refuge for the elite, a space where members could engage in intellectual discourse and forge lifelong alliances. This desire stemmed from a recognition that, during a time of significant social change, the existing power structures were often unyielding. Thus, they sought to empower like-minded individuals who could navigate these complexities and effect change from within. As the years progressed, the society evolved, adapting to the changing political and social landscape of the United States. In the late 19th century, the organization began to establish a reputation for fostering leaders who would rise to prominence in various fields. Notable events, such as the initiation of significant figures during this period, cemented its reputation as a breeding ground for future political and business leaders. One of the most significant milestones occurred during the early 20th century, as the society expanded its influence. The initiation of members such as Franklin D. Roosevelt and John Kerry brought additional prestige and notoriety. Their involvement in the society underscored the intersection between elite education and political power, exemplifying how Skull and Bones served as a launchpad for ambitious individuals. In addition to its political affiliations, the society also engaged with philanthropic efforts, further enhancing its image. Members began to establish foundations and initiatives aimed at addressing social issues, blending their elite status with a sense of responsibility. The impact of the Skull and Bones Society on American politics and business cannot be overstated. As the society matured, its members infiltrated key sectors, including government, finance, and media. This interconnected web of influence allowed the organization to shape policies and steer the nation's trajectory during crucial historical moments. Members often emerged in high-ranking positions, such as cabinet secretaries, senators, and even presidential candidates. The phenomenon of Bones men in powerful roles led to speculation about the extent of their collective influence. Observers noted a trend in which decisions made by those affiliated with Skull and Bones often seemed to favor one another, creating a tight-knit network that prioritized their interests. The society's pervasive influence extended beyond formal politics. In business, members established connections that facilitated corporate partnerships and opportunities. The intertwining of these two realms created a powerful synergy, where decisions made in boardrooms could impact legislation, while political maneuvers could enhance business ventures. Throughout its existence, the society has not only been a secretive fraternity but also a powerful entity shaping the very fabric of American society. Understanding its origins and evolution provides valuable insight into the ways elite organizations operate and the lasting legacies they leave behind. As we dig deeper into the society's influence, it becomes clear that its reach extends far beyond the campus of Yale, impacting generations and continuing to resonate in contemporary discussions about power and privilege. At the heart of the society lies an exclusive membership selection process known colloquially as the TAP. This ritual is a significant event that occurs annually, where a select group of juniors are chosen for induction into this prestigious society. The process is shrouded in mystery and operates away from public scrutiny, ensuring that only a handful of individuals gain entry each year. The TAP is not simply a selection but an initiation into a world where influence and power intertwine. Candidates are evaluated based on their leadership qualities, academic performance, social standing, and demonstrated commitment to the society's values. This method of selection is highly selective and often reflects a network of connections and familial ties. Aspiring members must navigate social circles adeptly, cultivating relationships that may ultimately lead to their selection. The criteria for membership extend beyond mere academic excellence. Candidates are often distinguished by their leadership abilities, demonstrated through involvement in extracurricular activities, campus organizations, or student government. The society seeks individuals who embody charisma, resilience, and potential for future leadership. Moreover, familial background can play a crucial role in the selection process. Many members come from prominent families with long-standing ties to the society. This heritage creates an environment where legacies are perpetuated, and the significance of lineage becomes evident. The intricate blend of meritocracy and privilege underscores the societal dynamics at play within the Skull and Bones Society. Once selected, new members undergo a series of initiation rites performed to reinforce their commitment to the society and its values. These rituals are steeped in symbolism and tradition, often conducted in a secluded environment known as the tomb, a symbolic space that serves as both a sanctuary and a site of transformation. The initiation process typically involves a series of oaths and pledges, where candidates vow loyalty to their fellow members and the society itself. This commitment is not taken lightly, it signifies an allegiance that binds members together in a shared purpose. The ceremonies often feature dramatic reenactments, invoking themes of mortality, unity, and the passage from an ordinary life into one marked by secrecy and influence. Participation in these rituals cultivates a sense of belonging and camaraderie among members, fostering deep connections that often last a lifetime. Through shared experiences, they forge bonds that transcend their time at Yale, establishing networks that extend into their professional lives. Symbols play a crucial role in the Skull and Bones Society, acting as identifiers of membership and conveying deeper meanings. The society's emblem, the skull and crossbones, represents mortality and the shared experiences that bind members. This imagery evokes notions of life, death, and the fleeting nature of existence, reinforcing the society's ethos. Other symbols may include the number 322, which refers to the year of the society's founding and signifies the unity of its members. This number is often associated with secrecy and the esoteric knowledge passed down through generations. Understanding these symbols allows members to connect with the society's rich history and reinforces their commitment to its ideals. Secrecy is a fundamental principle within the society, acting as a double-edged sword. On one hand, it protects the integrity of the organization, ensuring that its rituals, practices, and membership dynamics remain hidden from public view. On the other hand, this veil of secrecy invites speculation and conspiracy, leading to a myriad of theories about the society's true intentions and influences. Members are bound by an unwritten code of silence, fostering an atmosphere of trust and loyalty. This commitment to confidentiality is crucial for maintaining the bonds forged through shared experiences and rituals. The society's secrecy also cultivates an aura of exclusivity, enhancing its allure and solidifying its position as a powerful entity in American culture. The societal impact of this secrecy cannot be overstated. The aura of mystique surrounding the society has resulted in a fascination that extends far beyond its actual membership. From conspiracy theories to pop culture references, the society has captivated public imagination, raising questions about the dynamics of power and influence in a democratic society. As we dig deeper into the stories and experiences of notable members, we will unravel the profound implications of their involvement in this enigmatic organization and explore how these hidden dynamics have shaped American history and culture. The Skull and Bones Society boasts an impressive roster of alumni who have significantly impacted various sectors, including politics, business, and media. This elite network has produced individuals whose careers exemplify the power and reach of the society, reinforcing its role as a formidable force in American society. 1. Presidents, e.g., George H. W. Bush, George W. Bush. At the pinnacle of political influence sit the Bush family, with both George H. W. Bush and his son George W. Bush having walked the hallowed halls of Yale as members of Skull and Bones. George H. W. Bush, who served as the 41st President of the United States from 1989 to 1993, leveraged his membership to forge crucial connections that aided his rise in politics. His tenure in the CIA and later as president saw a focus on foreign policy and international relations, areas in which his ties to the society undoubtedly played a role. Similarly, George W. Bush, the 43rd president, utilized the connections established through his Skull and Bones membership during his presidency from 2001 to 2009. His administration faced significant challenges, including the aftermath of various wars. The influence of their society membership has sparked discussions about the implications of elite networks on decision-making processes within the highest offices in the land. The reach of Skull and Bones extends beyond the Oval Office. Notable alumni include John Kerry, who served as Secretary of State under President Obama and was a key figure in American foreign policy. His experience and connections within the society provided him with valuable insights into both domestic and global issues. Another prominent member, William Howard Taft, who became the 27th president, had connections that reinforced the society's standing during his presidency and beyond. In the realm of business, members such as Stephen Schwarzman, co-founder of the private equity firm Blackstone Group, exemplify the society's influence on the corporate landscape. His success and the power dynamics involved in his dealings reflect the kind of connections that Skull and Bones facilitates, often bridging the gap between politics and commerce. The societal impact of the Bones extends deeply into American policy-making and international relations. By examining decisions influenced by its members, we can uncover how personal connections and shared beliefs shaped crucial moments in history. Many significant policy decisions, particularly during times of crisis, can be traced back to the influence of Skull and Bones alumni. For instance, during George H.W. Bush's administration, the decision to engage in military action during the Gulf War reflected a combination of strategic planning and the relationships forged within the society. The interplay of these connections often facilitated discussions and strategies that impacted not only national security but also global perceptions of American power. Similarly, decisions made during the 2008 financial crisis, where members like Timothy Geithner and Henry Paulson played pivotal roles, illustrate how the society's network can influence economic policy. Their actions during that tumultuous period underscored the connection between elite membership and strategic decision-making, highlighting how these relationships can steer policy in ways that may not always align with public interests. The Skull and Bones Society does not exist in isolation. Its members often engage with other secretive organizations, creating a web of influence that spans various sectors. The interplay between Skull and Bones and groups such as the Bohemian Club and the Bilderberg Group showcases a shared ethos among elite circles, where influence and power are often consolidated. These connections foster an environment where ideas and strategies can be exchanged behind closed doors, influencing public policy and international relations without the transparency that is typically expected in democratic governance. Understanding these relationships sheds light on the mechanisms of power that operate beyond the public eye, raising important questions about accountability and representation. The prominent members of the Skull and Bones Society have left indelible marks on American history and global affairs. Their influence permeates various spheres, and the connections forged within this exclusive society continue to shape the political landscape, prompting ongoing discussions about the implications of elite power in a democratic society. The society has long been a focal point for various conspiracy theories, each suggesting a layer of intrigue that captivates the public's imagination. These narratives often depict a clandestine organization operating behind the scenes, manipulating events to suit its elite agenda. At the core of these theories lies a profound skepticism toward power structures and a desire to unveil hidden influences that shape the world. Critics argue that the society embodies a culture of elitism, where privilege and connections dictate access to power. The closed nature of its membership breeds suspicion, with outsiders perceiving the group as a breeding ground for nepotism and favoritism. Detractors contend that the society's influence extends beyond the university, alleging that its members engage in orchestrating political outcomes and economic decisions to benefit their interests. This perception has led to claims that significant global events, from wars to financial crises, are orchestrated by an invisible hand wielded by these elite individuals. The Society's powerful alumni network, which includes influential politicians and CEOs, fuels these allegations, painting a picture of a shadow government acting in the shadows. The narrative suggests that decisions impacting millions are made in secret meetings, further deepening public distrust. The belief that the Skull and Bones Society shapes global events stems from the historical context of its membership. With presidents like George H. W. Bush and John Kerry among its ranks, many speculate that the society has played a pivotal role in significant military and economic actions. The notion that members exert influence during critical moments, such as the Gulf War or financial deregulations, raises eyebrows and invites scrutiny. Moreover, proponents of these theories point to how alumni often ascend to influential roles, claiming their decisions in office reflect a broader agenda aligned with the society's interests. This narrative posits that wars are not merely fought for national security but also to uphold the economic interests of those in power, many of whom share a common bond through secret societies. As with many conspiracy theories, a careful examination is necessary to discern fact from fiction. The allure of the Skull and Bones Society as a topic for conspiracy often overshadows the complexities surrounding it, leading to exaggerated claims that warrant deeper analysis. While anecdotal evidence may bolster conspiracy theories, concrete proof remains elusive. Many assertions about the Society's direct involvement in manipulating global events often stem from speculation rather than verified information. Scholars and researchers emphasize the importance of scrutinizing sources and distinguishing between credible evidence and hearsay. For instance, allegations that members conspired to influence the outcome of World War II lack substantive documentation. Although individual members may have played roles in government, attributing collective actions to a secret society is often an oversimplification. Critical examination of primary sources and first-hand accounts is essential for a balanced understanding of the society's actual influence. To grasp the rumors surrounding Skull and Bones, one must consider the historical backdrop in which these narratives developed. The 20th century witnessed a surge of skepticism toward authority, particularly during tumultuous times like the Cold War and civil rights movements. Societal unease often manifested in conspiracy theories as people sought to make sense of complex geopolitical dynamics. The clandestine nature of the society fuels speculation. The rituals and ceremonies, often kept under wraps, invite curiosity and foster a sense of exclusivity. This environment creates fertile ground for rumors to thrive, leading to the question, what remains hidden in the shadows of power? By framing the conversation within a historical context, we can better appreciate how public perception of the society has evolved. Recognizing the influence of societal anxieties on the narrative allows for a more nuanced view of the Skull and Bones Society, one that acknowledges the genuine concerns while dissecting the myths that have taken root over time. In navigating the landscape of theories and controversies surrounding the Skull and Bones Society, we uncover not only the layers of secrecy that envelop it but also the societal contexts that shape our understanding. By examining both the doubts and the evidence, we gain insight into the complex interplay of power, influence, and the public's desire for transparency. The discussion surrounding this enigmatic society continues, urging us to question the nature of influence and the ethical implications of elite networks that operate beyond the public eye. The reach of the society isn't limited to the corridors of political power, it extends deep into the heart of the financial world. Numerous Bones men have gone on to helm major financial institutions, international corporations, and investment firms, often holding the reins of global capitalism. Their influence in this sector reflects the society's tradition of fostering leadership and control over powerful institutions. A prime example is W. Averell Harriman, a prominent banker, diplomat, and businessman who played a pivotal role in shaping U.S. economic policies and foreign affairs in the 20th century. Harriman's work as a diplomat, coupled with his financial acumen, saw him negotiate critical economic deals during the Cold War and steer international relationships that impacted the world economy. His Bonesman ties undoubtedly helped him navigate such a complex career, illustrating the reach of the society's influence beyond mere government offices. Furthermore, many Bonesmen have occupied leadership roles in Wall Street's most influential investment banks and financial firms, enabling them to shape the global economy. Their decisions often affect international trade policies, mergers, acquisitions, and corporate strategies that influence markets worldwide. The shared bonds of trust and secrecy created within the Skull and Bones fraternity have allowed these individuals to create informal yet incredibly powerful alliances, affecting economic policy at the highest levels. The society's members learn early on that success often depends on relationships. This understanding helps them develop a cooperative leadership style that thrives on mutual benefit and reciprocity. In business, Bones men are known for their ability to work quietly behind the scenes, making strategic decisions that help them rise through corporate hierarchies. Many of the leadership techniques they employ, whether in politics, law, or business, are rooted in the society's lessons of loyalty, trust, and the importance of maintaining a strong network. As society progresses, the Skull and Bones has faced questions about its relevance in a rapidly changing world. Though still influential, the makeup of the membership has evolved. While the society was once a sanctuary for wealthy, white, male students, it has now opened its doors to more diverse members, reflecting broader societal shifts. This change in demographic is part of the society's ongoing adaptation to remain relevant in the 21st century. Over the last few decades, there has been a push to include individuals from different racial, gender, and socio-economic backgrounds. While the core values and rituals of the society remain intact, this diversification suggests an awareness of the changing social fabric and a desire to maintain the organization's prestige by reflecting contemporary realities. Modern members face new challenges that the founders could never have imagined, such as the digital age's transparency and increased public scrutiny. As the world becomes more connected and information more accessible, the secrecy that once defined the society is harder to maintain. However, the organization has adapted by becoming even more selective, ensuring that the most loyal and discreet individuals are brought into the fold. As the societal landscape changes, so too is the internal structure of Skull and Bones. The society become more focused on global influence, recruiting members with a more international outlook, preparing them for roles in multinational corporations and global governance. However, it may also face challenges as younger generations grapple with questions of transparency, fairness, and the role of such elite organizations in shaping the world. As the definition of leadership and power changes, the role of Skull and Bones in shaping these leaders will evolve. A new generation of Bones men, more socially conscious and aware of their privilege, may strive to use their influence in ways that promote equity and justice rather than maintaining traditional power structures. This could lead to a new era for the society, where its members are not just the hidden hands of influence but champions of positive global change. While this exploration has provided a window into the world of Skull and Bones, much remains to be discovered. I encourage readers to dig deeper into the history, myths, and realities surrounding this enigmatic group. Understanding the influence of secret societies can help shed light on the hidden forces that shape our world and guide the leaders of tomorrow. Keep questioning, exploring, and seeking knowledge. It is through curiosity that we unravel the mysteries of power and influence. What we've uncovered here is not just the intrigue of secrecy, but the underlying forces that shape power dynamics, political decisions, and even cultural shifts. Whether you believe that the society operates behind the scenes of world events or simply represents the privileges of a few, the Skull and Bones remains a symbol of influence and secrecy. Remember, knowledge is power. And by understanding the hidden mechanisms that drive our world, we can better shape our own future and be more aware of the forces at play. If you found this audiobook insightful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content on secret societies, hidden histories, and deep explorations into the unknown. Make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and join the conversation by leaving a comment below. By doing this, you're helping this channel grow and ensuring that we continue to uncover the truths that are often kept hidden from public view. Stay curious, stay informed, and until next time, keep seeking the truth. Many blessings.